Those people standing there in shackles and chains could see the steeple of this church and think if I could just get there, there would be people who would help me.
During America's wound of slavery in the 19th century, Town Clock Church was a refuge for enslaved blacks escaping the South. The East Main Street building served as a station on the Underground Railroad. In the Free State of Indiana in 1852, it was Second Presbyterian Church, an integrated congregation who wanted to right a historic wrong.
People who sat in these benches said, we don't care. It's an unjust law, and we're willing to break it. We're willing to go to jail to do what we believe in our hearts is the right thing to do.
According to Jerry Finn, a church board member who gives guided history tours of the building, the New Albany congregation held secret meetings about helping the enslaved safely travel north. And remnants of that path to freedom are still in the church today. There's a secret door that leads to a tunnel under the church where enslaved people would hide. Finn says here they'd sneak doctors in to treat those who were injured. The congregation also taught them how to read and write. He also tells a story of how they protected a runaway escaping on a train.
The conductor on the train was James Hines, member here of this congregation as well. The conductor had the authority to keep anyone off the train, including the police.
The church served as a safe haven then and is still a sacred place of worship now. And members of the congregation and Finn himself say you can feel the spirit of resilience.
So many feelings of peace, of angst, of those who were running, who were, in terror.
In present day, the church is home to Second Baptist Church, a historically black church, whose members can trace their lineage back to those painful times in history. But they also praise their ancestors' stories of strength and connection to Southern Indiana that will never be forgotten. Alexis Matthews, WOKY News.